I find that Bosko cartoons are very hit and miss. Some are really good, some are not that interesting. But Hold Anything I actually quite worked, and I thought the timing, the music, the sound effects, everything was just pretty brilliant. Not that it's my all-time favorite cartoon or anything, but definitely for the time, I feel like it's a pretty good achievement. This is a 1930 cartoon, directed by Hugh Harman and Rudolf Ising, and Bosko is a construction worker, and it starts out for the first half of the cartoon with Bosko interacting with different things, primarily a saw. I do feel like they used the saw a little bit too much and it kind of got old after a while. So there are bits of it where I feel like the pacing isn't great. They could have chopped it up a little bit and made it a little bit shorter but a little bit more succinct. But he's interacting with various things, screws and bolts, and making music with them. And there's this little band of mice, and they look a lot like mini Mickey Mouses. They look a lot like small Mickey Mouse mice, and they're interacting with the saw and making different sound effects and marching along. And I have to say they're very cute. They're definitely very cute, and it's well animated as well. It's a very busy cartoon. There's a lot going on the screen at any one time, which is quite fun to watch. And then about halfway through, Bosko catches Honey's attention. Honey is in, I assume, her room or maybe an office building, I'm not entirely sure, using a typewriter. And how Bosko manages to get into her window I thought was pretty clever. It worked quite well visually and in terms of the sound effects. And I won't say any more than that because I think I've said enough of the cartoon already. But it's basically just a very classic 1930s cartoon where the characters are making music with different objects. It's not a unique concept. There are a lot like this before this and after this. But I think it's relatively exemplary. The pacing is a bit choice here and there, but I quite liked it. The goat is very unusual. Look out for the goat. I won't ruin any more than that, but it's definitely an interesting character. Very well animated. The music is engaging. The sound effects are great. The timing of the sound effects mirroring the on-screen action I thought was very, very well done. Particularly with the saw. I do think they used the saw a bit too much, but the movements and whenever the mice or the mouse collided with the saw, the music and the sound effects were just spot on with the images on screen. So it's definitely pretty decent. Is it my favourite Bosko? I don't believe so, but don't ask me which one my favourite is because I'm not sure. But either way, I feel like it's a cartoon that's worth watching. It may not be my personal favourite, but Hold Anything is still worth checking out.